Hey Libra, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all good. I'm going to see what wants to come out for the present energy. Two of Wands. Eight of Cups. Past energy, justice in your favour. Clarify. Eight of Cups. Ace of Cups. It's like the things that are being sent in to disrupt your spirit right now. The things that are throwing you off, that are causing some kind of emotional turmoil. It's like they're coming up to cause you to have enough. It's like, when is enough enough? Certain situations need to be closed out. Energetically stating that you're putting yourself first, that you value yourself, respect your own energy. By not letting certain individuals get in the way of your success, it feels like you've already won certain battles in the past. People may have tried to pull you down. It feels like this wasn't possible. That you've come out on top multiple times because of your good intention, but there's still some energy around you that you know isn't serving you, something that needs to be released. There's an opportunity to overcome this in the near future. This is feeling similar to Sagittarius reading. It's like, instead of avoiding situations, instead of avoiding the discomfort, to sit in it, to go through it, that buffalo energy, go through the storm. Face it head on. 10 of Wands. The only way to put it down is to put it down and make a conscious decision to do so and see it through. Take action. Sounds very easy. This is something that I need to hear myself. Something I have to implement myself. It's just moving through things. Make a decision. Do or do not, there is no try. Master Yoda. It's that you either do it or you don't. The Empress. Best you can do right now is just flow with the changes. Flow with the changes. Flow with the current energy. Flow with the current. Something's actually quite easy if you let go. It's like the energy is helping you. It's helping you in the right direction. One more. The Emperor. I'm like, one more for the Empress. The Emperor. How you see yourself? Stuck, on pause. Stagnant. Maybe some kind of creative block, not being able to really get into your craft, get into your passion in some way. It feels like you're dealing with certain things right now, specific things. It's like certain aspects of yourself needed to be tended to so the whole could run smoothly. It's not that something's not working, it's that something's going to be working better because you've dealt with this first. Balancing out the masculine and feminine. External influences, loss. Come back to that. I hope to master your intuition. Outcome. An end of a commitment. What is this? What is this? Something you've been committed to, maybe for a lifetime, or maybe you had a commitment, a plan. You committed to a plan for the future, committed to build something with someone or do something, and it's like your plans aren't able to happen because of whatever. But it's like, it's not the fact that you're not going to be doing what you want to be doing, it's just it's going to be in a different way. It feels like there needs to be some acceptance that something you committed to, even though it was such a long-term investment, a physical investment, that you make a conscious decision to let that go, to do things to cut cords with that energy, to accept that something has closed out. Because it feels like you could end up recycling some kind of resentment or frustration, or stay in a place of denial. If time isn't taken to accept that something's ended before something new begins. The Magician, the Moon. You know, it's like you know this. Temperance. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation. The need for more sleep or a vacation. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. 2 blue cards, 622. Something that comes, it's like do what you can to help things balance out. If your thoughts are racing, journal. It doesn't have to be anything specific. You can just write it on anything. You don't have to do something in a specific way. Say things out loud. I'll speak to myself in the mirror, I'll speak to myself out loud, have a conversation with myself. It's like getting into all those different aspects with no judgment. It's like really how are you feeling? Not how do you think you should be feeling or how do you want to be feeling or how you think you should feel. A lot of the times it's like people feel a certain way, but they don't feel like they've got a right to feel that way. So they start trying to tell themselves that it's not that. That it's like, oh no, I'm over it because I shouldn't feel like this, or it shouldn't really have made me feel like that. It's like regardless if it should or shouldn't have made you feel away, it did. Honour that. Be honest about that, because there could be something to do with expression, throat chakra, something to do with your thoughts. Instead of something recycling, it feels like it's going to cause some kind of decay, it's slowing it down. Something needs to be like some light brought to it. Get it out of your system. Scream, shout. Do whatever you need to do to create some kind of release, maybe like a rage ritual. The first time I see that was a video of Mia Magic's. I feel like you could check that out. Trust in your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. The High Priestess, 8-8. There's a lot that's been cleared, a lot of things that maybe generationally kept yours in lack or caused some kind of issue when it comes to being able to manifest, being able to be abundant. It feels like clearing abundance blocks. Don't plan your future based on what you've had in the past. It's like, don't limit yourself. Don't be like, oh, if I have this much, I'll do this. It's like, what do you want to do? Forget how much. Don't give yourself a budget. It's like, fair enough, when it comes down to things, you may have to make like certain decisions. But when it comes to visualizing to your dream, have no limit on things. It's like everything's it's like, who's to say a million's a lot? Who's to say a billion's a lot? Who's to say a trillion's a lot? Who's to say a decillion's a lot? It's like that programming. What are you telling yourself? What's the point of keeping something small? Why suppress your creativity? Why suppress your impact because of some narrative? It's like, free yourself from all limiting beliefs. Write a list of them. Write something like a positive affirmation next to them. When that comes up, it's like affirm the other, anchor that in. Take action in that feeling. The Emperor, number 4. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organised, affirm the compassionate leader. Follow your passion. When it comes to your career, be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. It's like you felt yourself in your power. You've been in your power for a minute. It's like you've already overcome many obstacles. It feels like taking something to a different level. stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. It's like being an expert in your field in some way. This feels like, it does feel like related to your purpose. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. If somebody does something for the first time and they're learning on the job, it's like they may move slow. They may make mistakes. Somebody that's been doing something for a long time. Somebody that's balanced. It's like if someone's stressed and has got other things on their mind, they're not focused. They may not do they might not do such a good job as somebody who's clear-minded. And it's like you are being prepared to run at a mad level. There's going to be a lot going on, a lot of things that you're going to need to be clear-minded for, to be tuned in, to be connected, to be in your own energy, to be grounded, balanced, to be able to make important decisions, to have the courage to dream big. To be able to make difficult decisions, even in terms of yourself. It's like short-term sacrifice for something better for the long run. Maybe something that has nothing to do with you personally in this lifetime. That thing's coming up, that's come up before, about planting a tree to give others shade. It's like the man that plants a tree knowing he'll never sit under it. It feels like you could be creating something generationally, creating something for the long term that's taken a lot of discipline, courage, to have to face yourself in different aspects to make this happen. Don't give up at the last minute. Some of you could be thinking about going back to an old way of doing something because there's a fear of what if something doesn't happen. It feels like it's taking a bit too long. There's a better choice than going back to the old way. But it means fully jumping into the new way. Example, I left my 9 to 5 like 4 or 5 years ago now. I don't even remember how long ago it was. Something like that. 3, 4, 5, something like that. And it's like, although I didn't have to get up and go into work and have the anxiety of when I used to get up and not be okay to go into work and having to let people know like that I'm not going to make it in or whatever it was, my body is still programmed to wake up in that panic. It's like I get up and look for something to panic about because my body's been getting up and going to work for so long that even when I haven't got work to go to, my body's running like it's getting up to go to work. With the same feelings, with the same anxieties, with the same stress, and it's like so many beautiful days that have gone by where I could have created the most beautiful day, but I was stuck in the emotion of the past. And there could be something here. It's like, is it a case that something's not working? Or is part of you subconsciously doubting yourself and still holding this old reality as a safety blanket? Because it's like you're holding that in your reality. You're keeping that existing by still seeing it as part of your identity. And it feels like something that may have gone a long time ago, like what I'm saying with the job thing. So it's like really just getting into the present moment, letting what go wants to go. Realize there's nothing to hold on to, loosening your grip. Just really accepting everything as it is right now. and then doing things to raise your vibration, to feel good, to get into your own vibration, should I say. The world, 21, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that's now complete. It's like something's ready for you now. It's just a case of you realizing that that energy's here and embracing it, embodying it, embracing it. Feels like this is something you've already done, but maybe it's like not fully registering that. It's like the things are going to come through you as you. If you believe that you're somebody that is in between two worlds waiting for something to happen to help them to get to the next place, then you're going to be waiting for that. But if you believe you're in that next place and you're taking action as you are in that place, things will appear as you are in that place. And I get there's like levels to this, and there's different, like depending on where you're at in your journey, your programming, is like there's steps before that. But right now, where this energy is, that's the case. That some work, like certain work's already been done, and it's really about you just embracing the new. Number 54, Nithael, 555. He has a great reputation for his writings and his eloquence. Due to his merits and virtues, wide vision and foresight, he is confident in holding important positions in government or business, the personification of good, order, justice and correctness. He possesses a strong personality. He knows much about spiritual and metaphysical fields. Planet Mercury. Reasons for invoking: to help us live a long life, to protect against danger and accidents, to achieve stability at work and maintain the necessary means for survival. Page number 39. The Frog. The path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. The path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. The Frog, cleansing, renewal. Let go of that which is causing you inner turmoil. Now is a time for casting away emotions that are no longer serving you. We've got the Spider, number 43. Be mindful there's not an opportunity right on the outskirt of your web. Don't limit your creations. Make your own thing. Start your own. It's like be your own opportunity. Create your own blueprint. Maybe there's something you've missed. Check your emails. Check, be mindful. Stay aware. Tune in when you're in certain places. If you pick up on certain conversations when you're out, it's like it's not by accident. 111. Things are unraveling just how they should. Be mindful not to let your drive turn into some kind of extreme behavior, like aggression. Don't let the drive turn into aggression. There's something here about learning you can't do something alone. The thing of how the widow can eat its mate, about the darker side of the female, the emperor and the empress. It feels like learning how to create space to bring someone in. Yeah, 222. New love coming in. This is just coming through now. You could meet this person at an event, somewhere you physically go. Temperance, the devil, King of Wands. Tower in reverse. It's like you needed to be ready for this. Some of you would have actually like repelled this in the past, or would have turned it down, would have run from this. Feels like flight mode energy, because something would have made you feel vulnerable. Something maybe even would have felt boring because it wasn't attached to some drama. It feels like this person carries himself like a king, like a queen. It's a beautiful energy. It's like they know their worth. Yeah, King of Swords, King of Wands. Higher mind. The moon, strength. It's passionate, it's fiery. It feels like it feels like not a lot could have you stop, have you pause, have you maybe stop and look physically, maybe actually take time out from doing something from work. It feels like you could have been in a place where you was very much like, don't need no man, don't need no woman in my life. And then shifting that. It's like all of a sudden being in the complete opposite headspace. But it's not because... It's like it's because of this person, yeah, Ace of Wands. It's like you weren't looking for this. But it's like you can't deny this. It feels like... Because even some, yeah, Three of Pentacles, even some of you, it feels like you want to deny it so much because you don't want to have to admit how you're feeling when were so strong in yourself that you wasn't going to feel this way. But it's like, don't let that ego prevent you from your happiness. Queen of Cups, let it be. Four of Wands. The Sun, guys, this is like happy ever after, happy families. And it feels like satisfying in all areas, that it's going to satisfy you in the whole, in all areas of life, in all areas of yourself. It's like this person's multifaceted, I want to say. And I don't even know what that word means. I'm going to have to check this. The amount of times I do readings and then I'm on Google, like, I don't know what? Ace of Pentacles. It's fiery. I don't know whose energy I'm picking up on, but it's fiery. Anywho. Yeah, it's like, don't deceive yourself out of love. Communication's coming in quicker than you may be liking. But it's like you've definitely been prepared for this, yeah, coming out of confusion. You could have been in some kind of dark cloud or feeling like you've been in the void forever and a day. This is coming to an end. Yeah, the moon, the high priestess. This person could have a lot of water in their chart. Cancer, Pisces coming through. Feels like this person's very connected. And sensitive to energy. But not in terms of like unable to cope with that, if that makes sense. Being guided to read The Lovers, page 98. The Lovers is a card of balance and union as reflected in the realm of personal relationship. Here we find the language of fairy tales, the happily ever after, where the knight rescues the maiden fair. This is the alchemy of partnership and sacred marriage. The blending of two energies into a third magical force. Choice is often indicated by this card as well, a decision between one or more possible people or experiences, or between the fantasy of the knight and the maiden and the reality of the boy or girl next door. Whether in love, business, or the kingdom of self, your relationships mirror your inner balance. I'm going to leave it there. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon. Sending so much love.